Hello, all my beautiful Libras. Welcome to your April 1st through 15th, 2021 reading. Many blessings to you all. This is a collective reading for all Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That means if you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your appointment. There you will find all things Royal Mystic anytime you need to contact me or would like to visit the store or would like to be part of the Vibe Tribe or just see what my services are. royalmystic.com is where you can find me always. This is for all Libras and a collective reading indeed. And we're going to see what's going on in April, my Libras. This is also my main sign, so tap, tap, let's see what happens. All right, so we've got the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. This is the energy of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's the charm. And the Four of Swords is recovery. Allow yourself to heal if you've got something going on, which I have an earache, so I'm trying to pamper that. We also have the energy of being very much in the place of restoring your energy. Even if you don't have an ailment, sometimes we're in a low energy center and we have to pull that energy up. So it looks like that will be moving quickly in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's the charm. So let's see what's going on. And the swords aren't bad for us because we are the air sign. So a lot of people are afraid of the swords. It doesn't mean anything bad. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you so much, Divine. Your presence is always welcome here and very appreciated. So we have these three that have come out nicely. The King of Swords. Oh, before I forget, because I will forget. It's like being in a little, just wisping by. I'm just grabbing things as they go by. So the energy of the Six of Swords means you will be moving in the right direction very soon. It's kept the timekeeper telling you 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's the charm. So whatever's going on, the low energy is about to clear out. You're about to move forward in the right direction. So when we're also talking about that Four of Swords, I just want to briefly say I had the energy of reminding myself that even though I don't have a large group of people to cook for, I found myself not appreciating myself in the way that I would appreciate other people. And I wasn't preparing food the same way. I was just trying to eat some lunch meat and a salad and, nothing special. I got told by Spirit that I need to honor myself and present myself with the same thing that I would with someone else and not make myself be second. So if that's for anyone, I wanted to share that because it gave me a huge surge of aha moment of self-care, okay? So we have the King of Swords, Archangel Michael, the Page of Rods, a messenger, the Three of Wands, which means leaving behind what no longer serves you or you have completed. You've turned your back on that because it is finished. It's standing on its own. And then you've got this beautiful wand you're moving forward with. You're taking up this whole new energy. And we have the Knight of Wands, which is the energy of action. It's now time to get on the get-go. And we have resurrection energy here, the Judgment card, Archangel Gabriel. We have information coming in or someone communicating something. It can be divine communicating or receiving a message from someone else. And the Pisces major arcana of something to be revealed and brought forth, something you're manifesting or something that needs to be shown to you. Here's our Four of Swords energy, reminding us that we have to have good self-care. Look at that. The Three of Swords, time period, and the High Priestess being in the flow. Allow the universe to guide you through all cycles, especially in a low energy cycle, because that's when your faith is what carries you through. If you allow yourself to fall into that energy, it takes you longer to to crawl out. I was going to say to dive out, but to dig out. You just want to be trying to keep yourself from going down in that pit, right? So, Two of Swords is telling you this is not a logical thing. You can't think it through. And if something has happened recently that didn't make sense to you, don't try to look for the answer within yourself. When you've done nothing and all of a sudden something crazy happens or someone does something bizarre, maybe it's not about you. You just have to trust and allow yourself to be guided by intuition and let that person's lesson be the attention it draws to whatever makes you feel funny about it. Like if you had an encounter with someone and you think that you don't understand, what that was all about, well, that's okay. You don't have to. Maybe it was their lesson. Maybe it was something that drew attention to something you're missing in your life, and that's all you can do. So we have the King of Swords here, the Archangel Michael, also air sign energy, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. As the Archangel Michael, it is a protective energy, removing all things and all obstacles in your path, helping to clear the path. Also, it can be someone with a specific job, lawyer, doctor, judge, anyone first responder, so it would be nurse, EMS, firefighter. Also, anyone who is in very analytically minded, so engineer, scientist, and architect, kind of calculating kind of mind, and as an armed serviceman or someone who has been in law enforcement or criminal justice. This is the person that wants all things to be fair and equal and will stand that energy to assure it, feels called and compelled. So, Page of Wands. This is a notification or communication coming in to explain something to you, give you instructions where to go. You can now move forward because you've been given whatever you need to kind of bury that and walk on. So we're moving forward, guys, with the prompting of the universe. So this is fast moving. So once we get to going, we're going. And we have the Resurrection card, the Judgment card. This is Archangel Gabriel reviving, restoring, bringing something back around. Something that you may have just written off and been like, well, that's not going to work out, and just, moved on. And here comes something new or something to restore you. May not be the same person or the same thing, but something that restores you from what you feel like you lost or weren't able to have happen or couldn't pursue. So here's the Page of Swords. So this is the communication and instruction. This guy's kind of a little tell-all, so he'll kind of help bring the energy to you. This little page, he wants to let you know what he knows, right? So that's the information. It can be coming through divine. It can be coming in a dream. However it comes, just receive it, because it's not something you have to take action on. It's just something to let you know. Here we have the Moon, which is the Pisces major arcana, and it is a divine timing energy with the two pillars of light. We have the beautiful purple, and that's your highest crown chakra, and then you go to your root chakra, and then source energy. Now, see, the source energy is also over here, and it's straight source energy, but it's lower than the top of this. So you've got to be able to just really focus on pulling in the light. We use our light constantly, and other people can pull our energy, especially if you're going through anything that's more than usual, some grief or some fear or anything that, somebody may have some anxiety issues. That takes some more of your energy. So you've got to pull in more to make up for that. So just be sure that you sit in your focused energy of the praying the answer, not the problem. Okay? Now we have the Four of Swords, which is the energy of recovery, restoration, being in a place of pulling in your energy and allowing yourself to also good self-care. Just like that's the card of the whole thing at the very beginning, is we want to be able to treat ourselves with the highest dignity that we would give to any guest in our home or anyone we love, and not to make yourself second, or even not even counting you as a person, because that's what I realized I was doing. I was not even thinking of myself as someone who needed to be fed, that I wanted to actually go to the trouble of cooking and making beautiful meals for. I would do that for anyone else. I just wasn't doing it for myself. I was eating sandwiches and garbage. So that's all changing. We have the Three of Swords here, which is the energy of being in a place of timing, and this is letting you know this is moving and getting better. We got 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time the charm. The block will come off, and those swords will be out, and you get to move forward with a clear, clean heart and pure energy with the High Priestess. So being connected to Source and allowing yourself to fully trust this too shall pass, right? And we will be in a better place following guidance and allowing ourselves, well, absolutely a better place, because the bottom card here is the Ten of Cups. Happily ever after. So this is the best card for that energy. Thank you, universe. Okay. Fully realized happiness, joy, harmony, peace, and vitality, abundance. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Libra, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you so much, divine. You are always welcome and very appreciated. So we have Libra Major Arcana showing up. Yay, us. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Rods, Hierophant, Page of Rods, King of Swords, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. Our underlier is the 5 of Swords. So being in a place of feeling literally like you're just enduring the energy of what's going on now. We're all in a place of battle fatigue, COVID fatigue, mask fatigue, family fatigue. If you've been locked in with your kids and they're not going to school, this is the energy of just being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it's like PTSD. You're just constantly, you're like, I don't want to have to turn my sword up again and go at it. You don't. Stand your ground, and the cavalry's coming. This is where you have to stand in your faith and hold your ground. Don't give up. It's not time to surrender, okay? Now we have absolute Libra domination, Archangel Michael, and the Libra Major Arcana, the Justice card. So if you're dealing with something legal matter, you've got every defense that you could have. This is a solid energy of the right thing turning out. And for all of us who are in the place of wanting to make decisions, you've got the right decision being made. So there we go. We have the Page of Wands, which is getting the information or the instruction on what to do next. And it looks like by doing your own work, or by what you've put in, the value of your effort has now caused double for your trouble. So paying you back twice what you put in. And now it's like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm finished. I've completed this fully, and I'm ready to move forward in a whole new direction or start something new, right? I'm looking forward to the future at the very least, no matter what it may be. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles now. We're in financial stability, fully embraced in the energy of that. And the Knight of Wands, which is very strong energy of action, of being prompted to do something, and you're ready. This is the Queen of Rods, the feminine creative source energy, as the Queen of Rods, so very empowered. I call this boss lady energy. It is the fertility of the female that makes new growth and new beginnings here in that energy. So starting your own business or getting revitalized in your own business if you're an entrepreneur, or being a very good leader, very, very strong leader. We have the Judgment card, which is Archangel Gabriel, and you can see there's those little shadow figures or something being resurrected. It does not mean resurrecting the dead. We're not talking about necromancy. We're talking about resurrecting the energy of something that you tried to do previously. This is something returning from the past, or something that you missed a chance on in the past. And there's the Hierophant, which is the Taurus Major Arcana, and that is the energy of being fully accepted or brought into or asked to join or asked to be part of something. It's like getting the keys to the kingdom here. So some of you, this might be a job, and some of you, it might be a relationship or membership to something, a community of people that you wanted to be part of, a group. And then we have this little page, so he's bringing you the information. And this page, the rods, you've got the swords and the rods, bringing you the instruction on where to go, what to do, how to proceed. We have the Moon card, which is the divine energy of the universe coming together to help you pull in your energy and actually transform something into what you need it to be and what it will be. It's being revealed here, or being brought into its fullness and wholeness. And you've got the Archangel Michael again, the King of Swords, which is our energy as well. So showing up with that very strong air sign, clarity, focus. This is getting it done. Now, the good news is the recovery is going to be fully made. The 10 of Swords means this dark time, or this dark low energy, toxic energy, negativity, feeling under attack or bombarded. It's gone. This is the end of it. The 10 of Swords means it's closing out, and you are in the place of healing and recovery and making changes that ensure you are past that negative phase. We like it when that shows up. The 3 of Swords is showing a time period when the new thing is coming, but don't get into lamenting the old stuff. You've got to let go of, you can think about it, but then release it. Well, as this is the end of that. I release that energy, and I know it's time to move on, and new things are on their way. And thank you, universe. I've received my best possible life now, right? Then we have the High Priestess, which is saying, go with the flow. Get in that higher place. Allow yourself to be moved in the energy. The universe will help you. And even though you can't see it in the now, it is happening in the unseen. Just because you can't see it, it's right there. Their backs are to it. They haven't turned around to see it. It's not time for them to see it yet. The universe is still working on it. You've not been left out in the cold just because you haven't heard. No news is good news, my friends. And this is where it comes into the scene. As soon as you turn around, you'll be like, that was there all along? How long has that been there and I didn't even see it? Okay, so know that it is in the hands of the universe, and it will not fail you as long as you stay focused and don't get sidetracked. Many blessings, my fellow Libras. I love you all. Thank you for all of your beautiful support, and many blessings to you. I'll see you again in the middle of April. Namaste, my friends.